up, peeps? It's your girl Dosh coming back to you from Real Takes. Today I'll be doing something not too much off the cuff, but since I do discuss this on my movie news, I thought it was quite fitting. We'll be doing a most anticipated TV shows for 2019. Now, when I say this, because I know you guys have noticed, sometimes I'll bring up a couple of shows that have intrigued me in the last couple of months, really since the summer, that I knew was coming out in 2019. So I had two individuals on my social media ask me, will I be doing a most anticipated for TV shows? And I said, you know what, let me go ahead and do that. Since I have been adding them towards the end of my movie news discussion, it's only fitting for me to do that. Now, this is not going to be a top 10 list. I have only a certain amount of them that I'm actually interested in doing, and out of those interests, I might do a couple of them where I might actually do a regular weekly review. Now, I'm going to discuss the ones that I'm looking forward to that are new, and I'm also going to talk about which ones that are returning for 2019 as well. I said yes, because there's one in particular that if I didn't put that on this list, honestly, somebody would probably be surprised. I have a couple of people in mind who I know would probably say something to me in my comment section, so I'm going to beat them to the chase. Okay, so moving with that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just discuss the ones that are returning, because I just feel like I just need to get those out of the way. Now, for the returning ones for 2019, one of my favorites to watch, and this will be their final season, this is for Homeland. Now, I am a fan of the show. I am a fan of Claire Danes. I've been following her for years, and I'm going to tell you, when she came to do the show for Showtime, I was so here for it. Let me put it like this. That first season, when it did the first episode, that first episode had me hooked. And it takes a lot for me. Normally 2 or 3 episodes in, I can see, okay, I see where the show is going at. But that one, that had never happened with any show on it. Well, nah, there's another one I'm going to talk about. I'll say it when I get towards the end of the returning ones, that I'll say who did that for me as well. The trailer did, but the first episode did. Okay, but this one, yes, the first episode, it was just unbelievable. And I was just right there with it. Yes, her overall cast in this has changed over the years. And I will tell you this, I follow a particular group on Facebook who likes to discuss, and every now and then individuals would get upset when certain individuals being of the male gender gets killed off or whatever, and having a problem with this. But let's just be real. The main focus and the main person who's always going to be here on this show was Claire Danes' character. Carrie wasn't going anywhere. Let's just be real. She is the lead. Plus, she's an executive producer. So if you think she was going to get killed off, that was not going to happen. She has been through a lot, of course, over the course of the first 7 seasons. Now we have the 8th and final season. I'm going to be bummed when it goes off, but I'm hoping they bring it in this one, because the last couple of seasons have been just straight, very riveting and really sad. One of the guys on the show I really enjoyed, who recently I left the show, whichever, and the way he was let go, I really hate it. I felt like they could have fleshed it out a little bit better. It was Rupert Friend. I liked him, and he was great on the show. He's awesome. So yes, again, I'm looking forward to seeing her having that little tweaky way of, having the mindset of understanding certain things, looking at things, understanding what might happen. You'd almost think she's at times psychic, that she knows enough of her job to know what's coming. And I just loved how she would always figure things out, even though her methods were always not so good, but it was great. The show is awesome. She was winning all those awards. She deserved every last one of them. It is that good. If you have never watched Homeland, trust me, once you watch season 1, you will truly understand it. Moving within this couple of seasons, trust and believe me, all of them are good, but that first one clinched it. It literally clinched it. So yes, that's one of the ones that's returned I'm looking forward to. Now, another one, of course, is coming back. He'll be back probably towards the late summer and all that, of course, is Insecure. I love me some Issa Rae. That whole cast is awesome. Amanda Seales doing her thing. She has a new comedy special coming out. I cannot wait to watch. Yvonne Orji is doing her thing. Then my girl Natasha Rothwell is doing awesome. She's going to be in the new Wonder Woman movie coming out in 1984. I'm looking forward to that. The ladies are doing their thing. I'm here for it, whichever. And of course, the guys like Jay Ellis is doing his thing. He's in a new movie I just did a review to, Escape Room. It's an ensemble cast. It's awesome. I love it. I love what Issa Rae is doing. Plus, she's in a trailer that just dropped that I actually just recently did a reaction to, called Little. It's hilarious. Check it out if you get a chance. But yes, that's one of those ones where I've been following her, like I said, since her days of doing, Awkward Black Girl. And then, of course, her branching out, the people, HBO giving her this opportunity to, do her own show, whichever. And it's been a hit ever since. I'm looking forward to seeing season 4. I can't wait for it to come back. I need a good laugh. I love some of the stuff that gets a little bit, serious, whatever, and all tone, but you definitely get your funny, and that's what I'm here for. So, but that one, definitely. Another returning one I'm looking forward to is Siren. I loved the first season. As you will know, I have some a built-in fan base of people who love to come through and let me know they're looking forward to season 2. It actually starts before the end of this month. I'm looking forward to that. I will be doing my weekly review on that. It is doing very well. That show is really good. Elaine Powell is the lead. She plays Ren. I love the other characters on the show, that are really good as well. But she is the main focal point of the show. We have dealing with mermaids, being not as always so nice, but of course Ren is a nice one, but very territorial, especially when they're in the water, and you get to see a totally different side of them, whichever when they feel like they're being threatened. And that's the whole point of this. They're moving the story along. I'm loving what they're doing. I love where some storylines were not didn't have a conclusion or an ending, so they're moving right into season 2, so we can just pick up where we left off. Loving that. I'm here for it. Another show I'm looking forward to is returning, and that is Game of Thrones. I am bummed because this will be the last and final season. This is the other show I was telling you guys where after I saw the first episode, I was hooked. But let me tell you, when I saw that trailer, and it showed Emilia Clarke at the beginning, it shows a scene of her, of course, her hair was very white, and she's walking up to a horse that had a certain someone on there, and that is Jason Momoa. And at first I didn't know he was going to be in the show. I'd heard about the show, whichever, I did not read the books, whichever, and all that doesn't take away from me enjoying the show for, for what I got from that. When I saw him in it, I was like, what's this about? I said, I'm about to just tune in and watch the first episode. Let me see what this is about. I love period, shows, period films, whatever. So after I saw it, that's all it took. And I've been fully there every Sunday, 9 p.m. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. I don't know you. Leave me be. And that's how it's going to be with season 8. I'm really bummed because this one is a shorter set of episodes, but I think they're about an hour and a half at the most. Some people feel like, me and a colleague at work, he was like, I wish they would just space them out to about 9 or 10 like they should, but that's fine. It is what it is. I'm just looking forward to coming back. I am really sad that last episode is going to hurt. Oh my gosh. But one thing I will say is once it's done, I'm looking forward to getting that baby on a box set. The thing is going to just sit right there, and I swear I'm going to probably one whole week or 2 weekends back to back or whatever, just binge watch the hell out of that thing. But yes, looking forward to it. Come on, April. I'm ready for you. Let's just do this. I don't like to rush anything, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, alright, you guys. We've moved past that. Let me get into the new shows. The first one, and I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just going to go off my list, whatever, and all that. I've written it down, whichever. The first one being HBO's Watchmen. Now, remember the movie. The movie came out, what was it, 2009? Yes, I had to note myself because I almost forgot that was 8. And I enjoyed it. I love the casting on that. It was done hysterical. I loved me some Jeffrey Dean Morgan in that. He was hilarious. I remember that was when I was kind of getting used to him in other things. He was on other shows, whichever, and all that. So when I saw him getting more into doing more movie roles, whichever, I enjoyed that one for what it was. It was some other casting and that I really liked as well. But I was wondering if they were ever going to do a second one, whichever, and then all of a sudden it just fell off the radar. Then early last year, I started hearing that they're working on the TV series for it. So I was like, okay, that would be interesting. Now let me tell you, I'm definitely interested, and I'm totally down to watch this because if you look at that casting, all the people that are attached to it, individuals like, what is it, like Regina King, you got, what is it, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, Don Johnson. I mean, it's so many people in this cast that I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to watch it. There's no way I can think Louis Gossett Jr. is in this. I was like, no, I cannot miss that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't know when it actually starts. I'm going to have to check, just check, online and see when it says it's supposed to come out. But I know it's definitely this year. So I just got to just make sure I figure out when it is and make sure I am available to watch it. Not sure if I'm going to do a reaction on a weekly basis on it. Probably not, whichever. My time is rarely, mounted down. So I have to definitely pick and choose which shows I'm going to really do full out reviews weekly, whichever, and all that. Ain't enough time in the day. So, but yes, I'm definitely going to be watching this show. That's for certain. So, moving on from that. The next one is Snowpiercer. Now, I remember the movie, and it starred, was it Tilda Swinton? We had Chris Evans. And this came out, I think, in 2013. I'm excited for this. I actually enjoyed the movie. It's been a while, so I have to kind of watch it again, or I might not even worry about it. I might just go ahead and let the actual TV series kind of take over from that. I know it's going to be starring Jennifer Connelly and David Diggs, and I'm looking forward to that. You know, very eclectic little cast there. I know there's more other people attached to this, but those two definitely stand out for me, especially with both the body work from Jennifer alone, and then of course David kind of doing his thing. He's in another actual a Netflix movie coming out called Velvet Buzzsaw, and I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. So I'm loving to see that he's doing his thing as well. Also, he was in another movie called Blind Spotting last year, whichever got good reviews on that one. So yes, he's doing his thing. I'm enjoying what he's putting out as well. So moving from that, the next one I have listed down here, and it's going to be on Fox, is the show called The Passage. Now, I've been seeing over the course of late last year, I want to say fall time, they were showing little clips here and there, trailers. So I kind of, opened it up to kind of look at it, whichever. I'm already a fan of Mark Paul Gosselaar. I've been a fan of him, honestly. He's about a year older than me. Yes, ever since Saved by the Bell. Since then, I've been kind of following his work. I know he's doing a couple of TV shows here and there that might be considered hits or misses. Some of them I actually liked. They didn't last long. I was kind of bummed, but I hope this one will stick because I like the overall premise. And the premise of this one, I just wanted to note it down here for you all. It was like a botched U.S. government experiment turns to a group of death row inmates into a highly infectious vampires. An orphan girl might be the only person able to stop the ensuing crisis. I don't know if she's the key to having some sort of, antidote or whatever and all, they can change that. Now I know besides him there's another person. She was on the show that was short-lived show that went to just season 2 called The Exorcist on Fox. Her name is Brienne Howie, familiar with her. And then also there's a newcomer named Sanaya Sidney. Now she is kind of building up her repertoire in her film. She was in Fences, she was also in Hidden Figures, and also in the show Roots and American Horror Story. So she's kind of doing her little thing, and I'm actually excited for her. I would definitely remember her in Fences. She played the little baby girl that they had in the movie. So yes, I'm enjoying that she's getting more roles. She's cute as a button. So yes, and this is good because it definitely shows that it's going to be showing other cast members. But when you look at the trailer, it shows the overall bond between Mark and Sanaya's characters throughout the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to happen, how that moves the story along, whatever, and seeing how she definitely ties into helping them, whichever, and dealing with this, whatever vampire virus, whatever's going on, whichever. Those type of shows are right up my alley, so I'm definitely going to have to watch that. So, but yes, moving on. Now, there's one show that I'm looking forward to. I've been hearing about. I did a trailer reaction to it a while back, and it's called The Umbrella Academy. Now, I know this is based off of a comics from the things called from Dark Horse Comics. I did not know anything about it. Like I said, I don't read comics, whichever and all, but a lot of people have been kind of talking about this one. Might be one of those ones that a lot of people are looking forward to that's coming through Netflix. Like I said, Netflix has a lot to choose from now, guys, lots of options, and when I saw the trailer, I really enjoyed it. I see it's going to be starring quite a few different people. Robert Sheehan, I saw Ellen Page, and I saw Mary J. Blige. So I was like, okay, we got a couple of people, some faces, very good, notoriety there. So that kind of has me very intrigued. Another one's Tom Harper's on this one, and I think Cameron Britton is in this as well. So all those individuals, I am aware of their other previous work. So that's enough that has me definitely intrigued and very interested in watching the show. So I'm going to start off with the first couple of episodes and kind of see if I'm liking the way they're doing it, the flow of it. And if it's good, I'll continue watching it. With Netflix, the good thing is that they all come out at the same time, so I can honestly just binge it. And if I like it, I might just go ahead and do a review to a real quick review and let you guys know what I actually thought of the actual show. So, but yes, with that said, the next one on here I have is The Twilight Zone. Now that one I'm definitely looking forward to. I used to enjoy The Twilight Zone back in the day. I do know the individual attached to this, name comes up again, is Jordan Peele. I know he's all about different genres anyway, but everybody seems to be loving it. He's all about his horror, and I love that. I want to see what he's going to bring to the table as, doing and being affiliated with the new resurgence and reboot of The Twilight Zone. That's going to be interesting, and I'm hoping he puts his good stamp on whatever creativity in regards to whatever they're writing for the new stories that we're going to get to see that's going to come to life. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to note some scenes up here from some of the classic ones that I remember watching back in the day when I was really young. It used to creep me out. Yes, I am so here for that. That's going to be awesome. I'm not sure what channel it's going to be on. I'm going to have to check that. But it's definitely supposed to be coming out, of course, this year. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes pinned to. If I know any more about that, I'm going to definitely probably know that. Now, if he's going to be doing that, I might try to talk about them when they come out. I might make a decision to actually do that one. I might want to do that one. So I'm going to keep that, you know, in my little back pocket. And I might do a weekly review on that, depending on how the show is going to be airing. So, and it depends on when it's airing as well. Because like I said, my schedule, if I can fit it in, I will do so. But with that said, moving on. Now, the last two I'm going to discuss on here, I've already discussed one of them multiple times. One of them I just brought up last week on my movie news, and that is Nasa Futuro. Now, that one I'm looking forward to, and I'm most definitely considering doing a weekly review with this one. And that's the one that's going to be starring Zachary Quinto and Ashley Cummings. I discussed how he's playing a character called Charlie Minks, you know, and it's about him basically luring kids into something called the Christmas line or whatever, and basically taking their vitality to keep him looking very young and youthful. And then the character played by Ashley, her name is nickname is Vic, and she basically is a threat to him, and he has to kind of find a way to deal with her, you know, if she comes unbeknownst to her at, you know, how much of a threat she really truly is to him. So that's why I'm kind of intrigued with that one. And like I stated before, I'm a fan of Zachary's work. I'm looking forward to seeing him do this character. I love that he picks definitely different things to do. You know, he's all over the spectrum. I remember, like I stated, he was in Heroes, loved him as the villain in that. Of course, you all know him from Star Trek, the most recent, you know, resurgent reboot of the Star Trek series, whichever, and then also him doing other roles over the last 10 plus years. Plus, he was on 1 or 2 seasons of American Horror Story, which I enjoyed. So yes, I'm definitely a fan of his work. Now, Ashley Cummings, don't know her very well, but with this particular TV series, I want to make that a new thing. Depending on how good she is in this, she's in anything else moving forward, I might, you know, have to check it out, whichever. But yes, this looks very interesting to me. I'm looking forward to it. I remember showing you guys a picture of how he looked, you know, not in his, you know, full younger looking self, whatever, what he looks like when he is not fed on a kid. So that right there was enough for me to say, okay, I need to pull this up. What is this? So, but yes, with guys, so that's another one I'm definitely looking forward to look at in 2019. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they said this might be a part of AMC, but like I said, I'm not sure which channel. I need to be definite. Once I know, then I will definitely be watching this to see. And like I stated, I plan to actually watch this one and review this one. So the last and final one that I definitely am planning to watch is The Swamp Thing. I'm a fan of The Swamp Thing, the movie. I definitely want to see this one. I'd heard about this earlier, probably late spring, summer, whatever. I literally gasped because I was like, yes. And then when I figured out who was attached to actually be the executive producer and also directed, that was a win-win combo. James Wan and Len Wiseman directing. I already know, I think they said he already has 2 episodes, I think, already kind of finished up. We're getting 13 episodes. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be very gory, very dark, whichever, from what Wan has said. And also Len has definitely echoed what he said. I'm here for it. I want the gore. I want it all. I want the full horror thriller, the suspense. Give it to me all. The casting is great. We have Jennifer Bills. We have Virginia Madsen, Will Patton, Crystal Reed, and then of course the person playing the overall, you know, Swamp Thing when he's in full is Derek Mears. Casting looks great. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. 13 episodes. We're going to get a lot. I'm so looking forward to seeing the Swamp Thing. Now, the only thing I did say that I vented about this, and a couple of friends I talked to truly understand this, whichever. A lot of these companies, they're doing a lot of the streaming, so if you want to see, of course, certain shows you like, whichever, you know, you have to use a streaming service. Sometimes I don't really particularly care to use too many of them. I love my Netflix and all, but I'm not trying to be adding more different ones to, you know, the money train, whichever. But it seems like if I want to watch this one, I'm going to have to do that. So I'll definitely have to sign up for this one to see this, you know, since it's not going to be on a particular actual channel. I was hoping something like AMC or maybe even Sci-Fi, but it's not going to happen. And it is what it is. I'm like, if I'm really interested, that's the only reason you're going to get my money. So I will definitely definitely do the effort to go ahead and pay for it and watch it. And this one, I might even do a live reaction to this. I haven't decided yet. If I don't, then I'll have to just, you know, do like a regular weekly review where I just kind of go into full discussion about the episode. So I'm kind of up in arms, kind of a little up about if I'm going to do that or not. So we'll kind of see when it comes, and you all see whatever I put up. That's when you'll know either she did an actual live reaction or she just did a regular review / discussion about that. So, but yes, guys, that is it for my most anticipated TV shows. Like I said, times of the essence. These are the ones I'm definitely going to have that I can watch and I'm going to have on my radar. I'm looking forward to. So, but with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all plan to watch in 2019, moving from January down. Oh, and I didn't even need to bring this one up, but it starts in another week. The Punisher. I mean, really. That right there, that's a returning one. Whichever, even though this might be the only season, it is what it is. But definitely another one I will be watching that I know is going to be good. That trailer was epic for the season 2 official trailer. Just came out a couple of days ago. So I'm here for anything Jon Bernthal does. So yes, I just had to throw that in there real quick. So yes, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all are planning to watch for the rest of the remainder of this whole entire year. And with that said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. You guys take care.